warning is the I category, I tracker. So based on the numerical model, so if expected water level would be greater than 2 meters, then we kept those areas under the warning. So whenever we give the warning, so there should be a public should be advised to move to the inland and also towards the higher ground, and vessels should move into the deep ocean. And in the case of warning and alert, we can give information up to public, but in the remaining case, we can give up to administrator level, because public will be panicked without means if there is no evacuation, there is public will be panicked. So whenever evacuation is required, then we can give up to public level. So then greater than 2 meters we called as a warning, and 0.5 to 2 meters we called as a alert. So warning means red color, alert means orange color. Color itself is indicator, so which stage it is. And in the alert, so low-lying areas evacuation is required. So in the case of warning, entire area should be evacuated. In the case of alert, only low-lying areas like beaches evacuation is required. And other stage is called watch. Watch means be ready for the next information, so no immediate action is required. So mainly whenever we issue the warning and alerts, then that will be need to take the action immediately. So generally we used to send this information within 10 minutes. Our target is within first bulletin we need to send within 10 minutes. So generally we used to get the output within 5 to 6 minutes time, and next 1 to 2 minutes we used to send these bulletins to all the concerned officials. And then after that, based on this numerical simulation, we send the next further bulletins within next 10 minutes. From the escape charging time, it will be 20 minutes. So which areas under the threat? So based on that, actually, so if the warning is there, so that evacuation is required. So on an average, so we can issue the information with threat information within 20 minutes. So if in the case of tsunamis, example, Odisha is having at least 2 hours. So within 20 to 30 minutes, if you need to evacuate, so we have another 1.5 hour time to respond. So that is the actual thing. And further, based on the sea level observations, we can confirm if sea level is really cut generated or not. So if it's confirmed, then we can continue that warning alerts. And if there is no sea level changes, then we issue the noted bulletin. And whenever tsunami comes, if tsunami once it's got generated, it will be continue up to 10 to 15 hours. Up to that time, we keep on issuing the bulletins. So our bulletins, so what is going on, what are the changes are observed, so that bulletins keep on issuing. So after that, we can issue threat positive. So if tsunamis are generated, then we can issue the threat positive information. So, and these are the mainly key elements. So based on the National Disaster Management Authority guidelines, here we have these categories. So warning, alert, watch, as well as the threat positive. And generally, we have the series of bulletins as I mentioned. So first bulletin target is the time T0 means whenever earthquake occurs, origin time of the earthquake plus 10 minutes. So in that actually we have the earthquake information, preliminary earthquake information, and the qualitative tsunami potential generation. So it is going to generate tsunami or not, that information will be available. And another next 10 minutes means T0 plus 20. So potential threat information from the numerical simulations, it will be observed, available from the numerical model setup. So, and it is also having the quantitative tsunami forecast, like if threat is there, then we can give the warning, alert, watch information from the model scenarios. Then further, we can issue the type 3 bulletins, means it is having any sea level changes are observed. So based on that, we can issue the if sea levels are observed, this much height was observed, and this many sea levels were observed, this much height. So that information is updated like every 1 hour. So based on that, we keep on issuing these type 3 bulletins up to tsunami wave continues. Then further, finally we can issue threat passed means final bulletin. So based on the local conditions, public can be come to their own staff. So these are the timelines as we follow. And like there are generally two types of bulletins are available. One is called tsunami exchange bulletin, another one is called tsunami public bulletin. So in the public bulletin, there is they can anyone can open. In the case of tsunami exchange bulletin, there is a password protected. So if you see our site, then there is a if you can give the public information, you can have the tsunami is there. So when it is going to in the case of exchange bulletin, it is mainly purpose for the disaster management officials because they have the information when first wave is coming, second wave, maximum wave. So that type of information is available for the in the exchange bulletin. So for the common public, it is required only tsunami is coming or not when it is going to hit. So that information is enough. So like that, we have prepared that information and these are available in our website. So this is our website. So tsunami.inquest.gov.in. So whenever any tsunami-genic events like occurred, tsunamis are generated above 6.5. So all earthquakes could not generate tsunami. There should be earthquake should be a magnitude should be greater than 6.5, and that should be happened ocean or near coast. Then only it's a chances to generate tsunami. So above 6.5 earthquakes information is available in the site, in the website. So example, as I mentioned, there is a, if you click this public and exchange, so if you click the public, that automatically information will be updated about this latest earthquake and its chances to generate tsunami or not. So, and this real-time information will be available whenever any tsunami earthquake as or if any tsunami. So if we go for the sample bulletin structure, so generally we have the in the bulletin we have the our header like where it occurred bulletin number as well as when it is issuing. Then in the location the information is available as the magnitude, depth as well as the date, time as well as the location region name. Then the evaluation it is available the earthquake like it is a chances to generate tsunami or not. So that information as well as in the advice it is available about the so what action needs to be taken. And there are also updates and contact information also info also available. So like in the first bulletin like earthquake information, evaluation, advice, updates, this type of thing is there. And in the second bulletin, we have the like this like along with the earthquake information, we are also having the evaluation as well as the tsunami threat. So tsunami threat information. So in the case of tsunami threat, it will be available. So okay, tsunami is going to affect. So these areas are warning, alert, or what. So example in the case of one of the case, so a country and which states are under like warning alert watch, and each almost each district wise we have the category. So in the Odisha we have the 6 coastal districts. So we have the 6 coastal districts wise we have the information, and warning alert or watch. So that information is available. So when tsunami wave is coming, tsunami arrival time and tsunami wave time, that information is available in the land. And in the case of say really say from the sea level change, then that will be updated in our bulletin. So example in this case, say example one of the tide gauge is observed say 8 meters, then that information is updated, and then it's called confirmed tsunami observed, confirmed tsunami warning. Then after that, so if earlier most of the areas under the alerts, but after confirming, so we put those areas under the warning. So warning means evacuation is required. Once we confirm the warning, then we can once we confirm from the observation, we can issue as a warning. Because so then evacuation is required. So this type of information is available, and then if there is no changes in the sea level, then we can issue the final bulletin. Okay, then tsunami activity is over. Like based on the local conditions, we can come back. So that is the bulletins are look like, and there is a graphical products also there. So you can view like earthquake epicenter map where earthquake occurred and the travel times. Like example, if tsunami earthquake occurred here, if tsunami generated, how travel times will look like 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, like that. And tsunami where maximum energy is focusing, where maximum amplitudes are observing. So because actually once tsunami got generated, it will be perpendicular, that maximum energy will be propagated along the perpendicular to that subduction zone. So that's why suppose if earthquake occurred to Andaman Nicobar Islands, that most of the energy will come to the say Andhra Pradesh and Odisha. So damage will be more if earthquake occurred in the Andaman. The damage will be more to the city as well. So that's why we need to be like ready for the like with these all this information. So and tsunami threat maps also available. So example, in the case of say example, I show the second bulletin. So only few areas under the warning and remaining areas under the alert and watch. When we confirm from the sea level sensors, you see most of the say east coast of India put under the warning and the remaining west coast with alert and watch. So once that tsunami threat over, then entire Velva area will be like it's like a thick green color. So by seeing this maps itself, you can understand. Okay, so now tsunami warning is there. Now tsunami alert is there. So there is now tsunami threat passed. So by seeing maps itself, so everyone can understand the information. So these are the maps. This is information is available. And how we are providing this information. So dissemination mechanisms are there. So we are using different dissemination mechanisms like email, SMS, tags, and website. And we are also providing the services to the Indonesian users through global telecommunication system. And we are providing these services for the 25 countries in the Indonesian region. And apart, if we take the national level, so we have all the government officials, so that's like the government authority, Minister of Earth Sciences, NDRF, Navy, Coast Guard, and all like critical infrastructures like nuclear power plants and ports and harbors. So all we have the database, and state level, all coastal states like information is having, and if you take the Odisha, we have the up to block level information. So from the OSDMA, Odisha State Development Authority, we got the information like so block level officials information, their email ID and mainly SMS number, mobile number. So whenever about 6.5 active occurs, most of people used to get that from the Odisha like about the earthquake information and tsunami information. And apart from that, there is some other mechanisms like in the case of say example Andaman, we have established some. It's called electronic display. Like these electronic display boards are available entire the coastline of the India, but these boards are having the like direct information. All emergency operation centers, we have established. It's called EQ alert system. Like whenever earthquake occurs, then automatically it will give sounds, and it's established at OSDMA as well. And we have the VoIP port. Suppose if we take the Andaman, so if all communication fails also, you can communicate through the voice over internet protocol phone. So this type of mechanisms established to like to connect to the all the government officials as well as the public. So and we have the electronic display boards. This type of boards are using for the mainly INPAS is using for the fishing information, means fishing zone information, as well as the ocean state forecast information. But in the case of tsunami, we can also use it can give you up to 1 kilometer areas only. So and we can also have this electronic display boards. So this by this way, so we can provide the information. And so this INQUEST is working as one of the regional tsunami service provider. This for the Indonesian region. So UNESCO recognized this center as one of the regional service provider to provide services to the 25 Indonesian rim countries. So since 2011, we are providing services to all the Indonesian countries And in Indian Ocean, only three countries having this type of facilities: India, Indonesia, and Australia. So these three countries are providing services to the 25 countries in the Indian Ocean region. So, and we used to like test communication tests and models to these countries as well. And coming to the say performance, so example say in 2012 there was an earthquake of 8.7 in the off coast of northern Sumatra. This is the location. So for that, actually, there was a minor tsunami was generated around 1 meter, and if we observe, so we have issued a proper warning. So and remaining centers have the like issued ocean-wide information. In the area, suppose if once we issue the false alarm, then next time onwards, no one will be used. That's why we need to provide the 100% accuracy information. So this is one of the example how we can provide the information how accurate we have. And generally, UNESCO used to take look the performance how we are performing. So as a TS, which tsunami service provider, so generally they used to monitor. So our target for the issue the first bulletin will be 10 minutes. So if we take, we are reaching in 10 minutes if in the global ocean. If we take the Indian Ocean, we are sending this information within 7.7 minutes itself. And since this tsunami warning center established from October 2007, we have monitored around 658 earthquakes of 6.5 above magnitude. And for out of that, around 101 earthquakes, 101 earthquakes were observed in the Indian Ocean. For all these earthquakes, we have provided the like information if tsunami is coming or not, it comes which areas under the threat. And there is other like other performance indicators like so all aspects should be identified and location should be within say 30 kilometers that and depth should be within 25 kilometers accuracy and active magnitude less than 0.3. So all criteria we are met with high accuracy and these are the uh, um, we are performing well as one of the tsunami service provider. And as we have established up and component called, so we are providing services, but we need to same time we need to awareness. So if we like perfect warnings will be useless if people don't know. So in the case of tsunami, in the case of emergency, so that's why awareness also very important to how to respond. So and awareness and preparedness at each community and country level is very much important. So for that, actually, we used to conduct like uh, trainings, workshops, as well as communication tests every 6 months, and we conduct the tabletop exercises and mock drills. So these mock drills we used to conduct almost every year. And there is a one more mechanism. Actually, UNESCO recognized the November 5th as a World Tsunami Awareness Day. So, and now November 5th, we used to conduct several awareness activities overall the India. And one more program is called Tsunami Ready. I'm going to explain that activity as how so what is the Tsunami Ready and how it's implemented. And coming to this activities, so we have the several like activities and a lot of awareness material we have prepared and distributed in even one languages. And and apart from the national, we also train to the Indian Ocean member states to how to respond to tsunamis, how can understand the tsunami information, and we used to conduct the international and the national workshops, trainings, mock drills, all these things. So these are some of the pictures. So how like that. And another important thing is that tsunami mock drills. So these tsunami mock drills are the very important thing that actually to know like how tsunami warning center is performing, how like draft management officials are working. and how this tsunami information is reaching to the public. This mountains are the like key component to analyze and assess the information. So mainly this is like validate the dissemination mechanism and evaluate the process. So how receiving the bulletin and how decision making, like standard procedures are there or not, how they are responding. So this like will be helpful. And generally we used to conduct the tsunami mock drills every 2 years, generally by the IO, it's called Indian Ocean Wave Exercise. We used to conduct by the IOC UNESCO every 2 years. Like as of now, we have conducted 8 IO waves, like IO 9, 11, 14, 16, 18, and recently IO 20 also we have conducted. And apart from that, we used to conduct the national, suppose every 2 years, they used to conduct alternative years. We, like at national level, with the help of NDMA and MSA, we used to conduct the national tsunami mountain 2013, 15, 16, 17. And due to recent pandemic, actually, we can't conduct in 2021. But these are the mock drills are the very important to like to calculate the elapsed time. How means how much time taking from the last moment end to reach the public. So from the previous mock drills, we have observed that. So actually, Odisha is the means Odisha, like all coastal states and villages are responding than the any other coastal like states. So generally, in 2018 during the mock drills, more than 1 lakh people evacuated during this mock drill. Out of that, around 75,000 people from the Odisha. So because Odisha is taking the play role in the all these tsunami relevant activities. So YSDMA is the like pushing the back end. So these all activities and are playing the crucial role from the Odisha side. And recently we have conducted in 13th and 20th October 2020. So by that time also actually most of Odisha coastal states were coastal people were participated in this mock drill, and overall from previous mock drills. So generally to reach this information it is taking less than 30 minutes to reach the public, and response also very good. So if less than 30 minutes is a good time. So if means within less than 30 minutes, they are evacuating from their places to cyclone shelters or respected places. So where allotted places are there, they are moving to that place. So in the case of real tsunamis also, it will be helpful. And the small drills also helpful. Example, say in the case of tsunamis, they come daytime, nighttime, or anytime. In the case of cyclones, we have at least 3 to 4 days time. But in the case of tsunami, we have only 2 to 3 hours time. So that's why. So this type of like it's in the case of tsunami, where we need to move and which direction, where are the shelters are there, and routes where is the shortest routes are there. That should be very important. So during this mock drills, all this type of things can be identified and observed. So then, in the case of example, tsunami come in night time, so people can easily respond and they can directly move to that location. So these all are helpful to mitigate the disasters like tsunamis. So where is time is less. So and other thing is that, so like vulnerability, generally we have the like numerical model. So have the 50,000 scenarios, and each model is having around having the output for the a block is called the coastal forecast zones, which is having the 100 to 50 kilometers area. And once it's got generated, and it will be giving the information about the inundation. Yes, so like example, how much area is going to inundate. Like that, it will be give the inundation information. So and based on that, from the coast, how much area is inundated. So in the case of Bhutan tsunami, so it's around the kilometers area got inundated in the Kadalur, Nagapatnam, here in Tamil Nadu, where maximum damage was occurred. So like that we can map it. So from the each coastal states. So example tsunami wherever say flat area is there where low elevated areas are there. So inundation will be more. So wherever hill area there, then that damage will inundation will be less. So all information will be based on the numerical models. All information will be generated like this, and we are also having the tsunami hazard maps. We have provided for the all the coastal areas. So we have also provided Odisha level information to the OSDMA. So this hazard maps also having 1:20,000 scale information, yeah, so how much area is like inundating and which how much are vulnerable like that. And we have the multi-hazard vulnerability mapping, so mainly for the Indian mainland. So using the ALT airport laser terrain mapping, so we have done the all this information, and so based on the historical data as well as based on the sea level variations of previous things. So the data is ready with high topography and batching. So economy coming, so means and remaining areas also, how it was inundating, how area was damaged, how much area is vulnerable due to the all coastal disasters like the cyclone, tsunami, sea level rise. So these maps were prepared. Coastal vulnerability index also prepared from INPAD side. That is shared with the Alpha. We are also recently we have developed in 3D GS mapping. So based on the coastal vulnerability thing, and we have the so based on the tidal inputs as well as the other inputs. So we have provided this type of like maps, coastal vulnerability maps. So and we done the 3D project called 3D visualization project. It's called 3D VAS for the entire coastline of the India. So we have identified entire coastline. Out of that, we have chosen most vulnerable areas of Indian coastline. So where our red colors are there. So like these 10 areas we have identified coastal towns. So we have done for the Puri also. So this study. So from the study, actually, we can have the tsunami comes, it will become up to inundation levels. We have mapped 3D building level information. Like example, this type of information is available. This is one of the share of the 50% on the page. So up to say building level information we can have. So each building, which type of building, so how much height is there, and like building owner name, details, and which town and which area, and all information is available each building and each house wise. So this type of study will helpful if a real tsunami coming. So automatically we know which areas are going to flood and which we give importance to which area. Like so, where maximum area is flooding, that information that area should be given first priority like that. So and also wherever school because so we need to save first children and old people. So that type of this type of vulnerability information and ADS mapping will be helpful to the coastal development officials uh, to to mitigate the disaster. So this type of building level information is available. This is like multi-person area and and like each like state, district, area, house number, their phone number, so everything is available. So this is a collected database. So information surveyed from house to house, and there is a flight satellite data as well as the cameras data all together integrated, and this data is available for the uh, most of vulnerable areas of the Indian coast. And it will be available if suppose tsunami is coming, then how it's going to inundate. And example, say in the case of tsunami, so this much area is going to inundate. That information is showing, and accordingly, so local coastal administrators can can like evacuate this many people, this many buildings, to the higher grounds. So, so this area, so how can be like inundated, how can be flooded? So colors also indicating like from this 3D suppose red color means it's reaching more than 3 meters height, and yellow means it's around 2 meters, and like blue means it's around 1 meter. So this type of information, so with water level heights, with inundation and runoff heights, so it's available at our center. And it's also having the information which buildings are the very high risk, like normal risk and moderate and low. So wherever thick red is there, that is called like high risk buildings due to the flooding, and orange is the high like risk, means, and yellow is the moderate risk. So that type of information is available during if any tsunami occurred. So if it got inundated, and so these are the information for the various locations, and so that is the information. And apart from that, so this data, like whatever this topography, bathymetry data, and this inundation data will be helpful to prepare the evacuation plans. So evacuation route maps and tsunami-genic zones maps are very important in the case of tsunamis. So this type of maps can be prepared and can be placed along the like coastal locations. Then people can easily identify based on that they can go to the concerned locations. So this type of evacuation route map, so which direction they have to move, which location they have to move, that can be prepared using this all this data. And wherever high risk and less risk is there, that information also available with major minor roads. And in the case of tsunami, what we need to do, what we not to do, like don'ts and do's and don'ts. So mainly tsunamis are the series of waves. So whenever tsunami coming, we should know whether tsunami, so our area is under the tsunami hazard zone or not. And moreover, actually, wherever to know wherever nearest tsunami escape route map, route is, and if your area is the tsunami zone, so we should read the nature science. Generally, whenever tsunami coming, there is a abnormal changes can be observed in the sea. Like the sea will be go back, and there are abnormal sounds will come, like roaring sounds will come, and generally, moreover, actually, suppose if you are near to the subduction zone or earthquake near zone, so we can feel the strong ground shakings. That is also one of the signs. And animal behaviors also we can observe, and we can have the natural sense. In the case of, if suppose if you take the Andaman Nicobar lands, as I mentioned, they have only 20 to 30 minutes if tsunami generated nearby Andaman. So in that case, actually, like natural science, based on that, they can evacuate. So in the case of Indian mainland, we have at least we can confirm from the sensors, so we can give 100% accuracy alarms. And we have the put together in the we have the survival kit should be there for the family members, and listen the sirens. And I know in the Odisha, most of the areas having the sirens and coast areas having the sirens that can be warned. So based on the uh, situation, and like listen the announcement in the radio and loudspeakers itself, and be aware about the where relief shelters are there, and identify the higher grounds, so and high risk concrete buildings, also about the inland areas. In the case of means that type of buildings, high rise buildings are not available. Then if tsunami occurred, then we can climb a tree or clutch a floating object. Then we can save at least our life. And if you are in the boat or open sea, stay put on one of in safe out of there. So you can stay there itself. It it won't be damage anything in the open sea. And wait for the official announcement if suppose area is flooded, and generally help others. And in coming to the don'ts, and don't rush to go to the beach to see the big waves, because that will be damaged. And in the case of near tsunami, like near sources, then based on the natural science, you can move to the air zones. And top to perhaps most of the things, just whatever required, that can be packed in the survival kit. And don't use the contaminated water and well water that which is used to contaminate it during the tsunami. And do not move to the coastal areas until the tsunami threat has been passed, because once tsunami got generated, it may continue more than 10 hours. So these are the do's and don'ts. So, and other thing is last of my presentation generally. So there is another uh, program is called Tsunami Ready. So it is a, I would say, UNESCO, Intergovernmental Oceanographic Commission of UNESCO program. So generally this Tsunami Ready is a community performance based program. So which is having the this mainly this program aim to strengthen the tsunami preparedness of the coastal community. So structural and systematic approach. So generally there are few indicators are there, 11 indicators are there. So based on that, if we met that all these 11 indicators, then this national board can be recognized as a tsunami ready, and then based on the national board recommendation, this IOC UNESCO is recognized as a tsunami ready in the global community. So these are some of the pictures like what are required for the tsunami ready, like tsunami hazard map, public display for tsunami information evacuation maps, and awareness programs and awareness materials. So what is the benefit of the tsunami ready program? So generally this once we implement the tsunami ready, it will be helpful for the other disasters, mainly for like cyclones. In the case of the Bay of Bengal, so every season at least 2 to 3 cyclones happen. So if you implement the tsunami ready, we can ready for the to face the cyclones, storm surges, all ocean-related disasters. And moreover, strengthen the tsunami preparedness of the coastal communities through structured and systematic approach. And if we implement, we can improve the assessment of the hazard and risk inundation evacuation. Also improve the early warning and emergency operation plans as well as emergency operations centers. So improve the public awareness and understanding the tsunami threat levels. So moreover, actually improve the community pre-planning and strengthen the preparedness for the other disasters, encourage to consistency and sustainable approach. And moreover, it will be contribute to the Sender framework of 2020 targets and prioritize the actions, which is the minimize the loss of the life and property. So there are 11 indicators are there. So generally, like there should be a risk reduction plan, and there should be tsunami hazard zones should be mapped, and public should display boards should be there in the public areas where most of people are like available areas that can be mapped with the public display boards, and there should be evacuation maps with the help of local community to be developed, and also distribute the outreach material like public awareness material. And moreover, it should be like participate at least 3 outreach education activities annually, and like participate in the tsunami mock drills every year. That is also one of the indicators, and address the tsunami hazard in the community emergency plan. Also, there should be emergency operation center should be there uh, to uh, to receive the information from the tsunami warning center and to provide these services to the community. So, and there should be at least 3 redundant, reliable means of communication should be there to receive this information. Also, at least 24/7 warning points and EOC should be there to disseminate this information to the public. So these are the indicators to like if we met with all these indicators, it will be recognized tsunami ready. So if we take this tsunami ready program in India, so actually I'm happy to tell that actually Odisha is implemented this program in the Indian Ocean first stage, and two villages of Odisha called Venkatraipur of Ganjam district and Nolia Sahi of Jagatsinghpur district in, got the tsunami ready recognition from the IOC UNESCO in 2020 August. So actually, this is the uh, first country in the Indian Ocean region. India is the first country in the Indian Ocean region, and Odisha is the first state in the entire Indian Ocean region. So actually, there is a national board. So that actually identified visited this all villages. Generally, actually, Odisha implemented the tsunami ready in 6 villages. Each coastal district, they have OSD and Odisha State Development officials picked one village. So all the 6 villages implemented the tsunami ready. And in 2019 December, this national board visited two villages like this Venkatraipur and Nolia Sahi, and based on this all these indicators and based on all the maps and local awareness, they recognized it as a nationally and they recommended for the uh, uh, like uh, recommended for the uh, IWAS UNESCO recognition. So and then I was able to recognize this as a tsunami ready. So and once we got the tsunami ready, so we can have the international recognition and the international name will become. So this type of certificate will be provided, and this will be valid for the 3 years. So then after 3 years also they can again they validate and it will be continued again 6 4 years like that. So, and most important thing is that actually OSDMA initiated this program for all coastal villages of 328 villages uh, to implement this tsunami ready. So most of villages are under most of the process is completed, like establishment board, awareness programs, and and conducting trainings and creating brochures, that type of things are most of things are over, and mainly they are working with all the communities to establish mainly to prepare this like evacuation maps as well as the to establishment of the tsunami signage boards. So if tsunami if we implemented the Odisha all coastal regions, that is a record, and that will be a first states to implement all coastal villages uh, uh, as well as in the world itself. So that will be the record will become as a, only one state as the implement this entire coastal areas. And we are other states in India, other states also now they are implementing this tsunami ready program in the other areas. They are also initiated this each coastal states one or two villages they have picked up and they are working. So in next few years we can have most of the tsunami ready villages in India. So means once tsunami ready, it's got implemented and it's initiated, then we have the ready to face the tsunami. Means tsunami ready means actually we know so what to do in the case of tsunami. So we can mitigate the tsunamis and other ocean. So thank you. So thank you very much for this opportunity. And if you have any questions, please uh, ask, and I will try to answer the questions.
Participants are requested to ask the speaker any question they want to raise. So, if there is no question, we are now going to close the session. Before that, on behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to thank Mr. Ajay Kumar for his beautiful presentation. both informative and educative. And I would also expect that he will cooperate us in future. So once again, thanking all the participants as well as the speaker, I would like to conclude this session. Thank you all.
Thank you very much.
All the participants are requested to go for session 3. Today's session 3, and the link has been provided in the WhatsApp. So let us join and start the next session by 7:30 p.m.